Hello everyone. Welcome to Nanuya channel. Today, we're talking about how to get things done even when you don't feel like it. Because let's be honest, waiting for motivation to strike is like waiting for a perfect weather day. It's unpredictable, and most of the time, it never comes when you need it. So, let's get into it. Here's the thing about motivation. It's unreliable. Most people think motivation is the spark that gets you started. But in reality, it's more like a fleeting feeling, not something you can depend on consistently. If you only take action when you feel motivated, you'll struggle to make real progress. Think about it. How many times have you felt motivated to start something, only for that feeling to disappear the next day? This is why people abandon their New Year's resolutions or give up on their goals. Motivation fades, but habits and discipline keep you moving forward. Another issue is that we tend to overestimate what motivation can do for us. We assume that once we feel ready, everything will just fall into place. But the truth is, waiting to feel ready is just another form of procrastination. Success comes from taking action despite not feeling like it. So, instead of relying on motivation, shift your mindset to discipline and habit building. Think of motivation like a bonus, not the foundation. Your real power comes from taking action despite not feeling like it. How? Here are a few strategies that work. Most people get overwhelmed because they think they have to go all in. They believe they need to feel 100% ready before they start, which is the biggest mistake. But what if you just committed to 5 minutes? 5 minutes of exercise, 5 minutes of writing, 5 minutes of reading. Just getting started often tricks your brain into continuing. Action breeds motivation, not the other way around. There's a concept called the 2-minute rule by James Clear, which states that if a task feels overwhelming, break it down into something you can do in 2 minutes or less. Want to work out? Just put on your gym clothes and do one push-up. More often than not, that tiny start will lead to more action. Another great method is habit stacking. Attach a small habit to something you already do daily. For example, if you want to stretch more, do it right after brushing your teeth. If you want to drink more water, take a sip every time you check your phone. This makes it easier to integrate new habits into your routine. To reinforce these small actions, track them. Use a habit tracker, a journal, or even a simple checklist to mark progress. Seeing visible progress, no matter how small, creates a sense of accomplishment that fuels continued effort. Motivation is great, but systems win every time. What do I mean by systems? Systems are routines, environments, and habits that make taking action automatic. For example, if you want to work out consistently, don't rely on willpower alone. Set your workout clothes out the night before so you don't have to think about it. Want to read more? Keep a book on your pillow so you have to pick it up before bed. Want to eat healthier? Prep your meals ahead of time so you don't reach for junk food. By designing your environment to make good choices easy, you remove the need for constant motivation. The less friction between you and the task, the more likely you'll do it. A good system also includes accountability. If you struggle to stay consistent, find an accountability partner. Join a challenge, track your progress, or set up small rewards for completing tasks. When you make it harder to quit, you naturally push through even when motivation is low. Another system that works well is time blocking. Schedule tasks into your calendar as if they were appointments. If you plan to write from 7 to 7:30 a.m., treat that time as non-negotiable. Having a clear structure removes the guesswork and prevents procrastination. When motivation is low, your why has to be strong. Ask yourself, why does this matter? Who benefits if I push through? Who suffers if I don't? A weak why leads to easy excuses. A strong why keeps you going. If your goal is to wake up early, but you don't have a compelling reason, it's easy to hit snooze. But if your why is tied to something meaningful, like improving your health, providing for your family, or becoming the person you want to be, you'll have a reason to push through even when you don't feel like it. Take a moment right now and think about your goals. Why do they matter? Write it down. Keep it visible. Remind yourself of it every day. One helpful technique is visualization. Imagine the version of yourself that stays committed. What does their life look like? How do they feel? Keep that image in your mind when you feel like quitting. Another technique is the future self exercise. Ask yourself, if I quit now, how will I feel about it a year from today? If I keep going, how will I feel a year from today? Often, this simple shift in perspective helps us stay on track. There must be an ultimate purpose in life, and with the ever-changing scenario of this volatile life, one should keep changing and resetting one's short-term and long-term goals. It's not a big deal. You only need to change your mindset, and your transformed mind will do everything for you as you program it. Self-discipline, determination, dedication, and consistency are the causes of achieving any human goals. These are the qualities to be cultivated by individuals. You should have compassionate love for someone for whose well-being you are morally and legally responsible. That love will create a sense of bond between you and your loved ones, keeping you motivated to take the right decisions. If people can have bad trauma bonds in relationships, why not create a good trauma bond that may become the cause of your living for others? Creating a bond with God is the best and most permanent bond, one that will never let you down. Everything around you will become lighter and more understandable the moment you begin to rely on God in every matter of your life. Your belief system plays a vital role in making you or breaking you. The right set of beliefs is one that is unchallengeable and builds cumulative confidence as you move along. But if you feel anxious, worried, or unstable, your belief system may be responsible. All your habits and ways of thinking stem from your fundamental beliefs, right or wrong. God is never too far away. He is close at hand, but He will listen to us attentively only when we make efforts to invoke His mercy. He is permanent, omnipotent, and omnipresent. When you remove God from your life, you unknowingly invite negativity and despair. We are responsible for what we do. There is a rule of karma, or cause and effect, operating in the universe, a set law of nature. Nobody can avoid it. What goes around comes around. Do good, and you will receive good. As you sow, so shall you reap. These are not hard lessons to understand, but people often learn them the hard way until they touch the fire and feel it. At the end of the day, motivation is nice, but action is what really matters. Success is built on small, consistent efforts, not fleeting moments of inspiration. So take that first step today, no matter how small. Your future self will thank you. Keep pushing forward, and I'll see you in the next episode.